Are you new in the makeup industry or a makeup artist who do not know how to achieve a cut crease eyeshadow makeup look? Then this is a video you might want to stick around and watch. This video is centered on helping you achieve a cut crease eyeshadow look and also how to do makeup on a light skin client or model. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Angocholachi, a Nigerian-based makeup artist in Owerri, Imo State. If you're new to my channel, please do well to hit the subscription button and give me a follow. Give this video a thumbs up, like and comment. Starting up, you want to clean your face or your model or your client's face very well. For my model, I used a wipe to clean her face thoroughly, and then I went ahead to fix a fashion contact lens on her. Next, I'll be hydrating her face using the Kissbeauty setting spray for very good hydration, and after that I will go ahead to moisturize her face using the Cetaphil moisturizer for more hydration. You want to focus under the eye region because lots of products are actually coming there and you don't want it to be cakey. When it comes to moisturizer, I always want to apply a very good volume of moisturizer regardless of the skin type. For more hydration, I still went in with my Embryolisse moisturizer to properly moisturize her face. I needed her face to be very hydrated for the look I'm about to create. Next, I went on to primer her face using the Zikel hydrating primer. I'll be using it on this other sides of her face, while I will go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte mattifying primer to prime her T-zone areas. Next, I will go ahead and lock all that in using my Kissbeauty setting spray. For her foundation, I'll be using the Veebeauty foundation and Maybelline Superstay foundation in order to get her accurate shade and undertone. Using my angle brush from Newborn Beauty, I'll be applying the foundation on her face to control the quantity of foundation I applied on her face. Then I'll go ahead to use my beauty sponge from Ygalm Cosmetics to blend that into the skin. This sponge is actually very damp. You want to damp it and squeeze out the water before using it to blend all that in. Then for her contour, I'll be using this shade from Veebeauty foundation as well. I'm going to apply it on her cheekbone. I will apply it on the forehead, the bridge of her nose. I will apply it on her jawline and then on her chin lines as well. Just follow what I am doing in the video. Using the same beauty sponge, I will go ahead to blend all that properly into her skin to avoid having any harsh lines on her face. Next, we'll be adding some color to her face using the Beautybyad blush. We're going to use it to apply color and warmth to her face. We'll be applying it basically on top of the cheekbone, on her nose. Next, we'll go ahead to highlight her face using the Zikel concealer in these two shades. One is 3 shades lighter than her and the other is 2 shades lighter than her. I went on to do the one that is 2 shades lighter than her first. Then I went ahead to apply the one that is 3 shades lighter than her just on the inner corners of her eyes. Next, we'll go ahead to set that using the Milani pressed powder in the shade 08. We're going to apply it on the places we did our highlighting. Next, we'll go ahead to set all that in using our Mirak setting powder in the shade Cinnamon. Next, we'll go ahead to set the whole face using the Becharm Ageless powder palette. Using the same powder palette as well, we'll also be doing her powder contour. Next, using the CPD powder blush, we'll be adding warmth and color to her face, setting the cream blush that we had previously done. Next, we'll go ahead to set all that in using the Kissbeauty setting spray. So next, we'll start the eyeshadow work. And for the eyeshadow work, we'll start off using the same foundation we use for her contour as the base for the eyeshadow. You want to use a blending brush to apply that properly onto the eyelid, and as you can see, I am actually applying that in a motion that lifts the face up. Next, I will go ahead to bake the face. This is going to help any eyeshadow fall out, though I am not doing a shimmer eyeshadow or any pigment, but this is still needed just in case there are any eyeshadow fallouts. Went ahead to also reverse the contour using the same setting powder. Starting off the eyeshadow work, I am going to go in first with my powder palette to blend out the foundation I had already used as a base. I'm going to be using the darker shade in the powder palette. I'm using the same powder palette I used all over the face. Next, I'll be going in with the Sylvimak eyeshadow palette for my eyeshadow work. First, I will be picking out this orange shade from the eyeshadow palette to use for my transition work before I go ahead to pick other colors as well as using for my transitions. Just keep watching, and you want to make sure you blend all that properly. And it's also good to note that everything I did on this eye, I was also replicating on the other eyes, though I wasn't filming it. Or I did not just put it in this video so it will not be too long, but I was replicating every step immediately so I don't miss out a shade I use for the transition. At this point, you should have realized that blending is the most important part of makeup. You want to blend and make sure you don't have any harsh lines anywhere. So next I will go ahead to cut the crease, and I'm using the same concealer shade I used for her highlight. You want to make sure that your hands are precise and not shaking. You cut the crease the way you want your look to be. There is no particular way to cut the crease. It's just you and what you intend to create. Now you want to make sure that whatever you do on this eye, it's the same thing you're going to do on the other eyes. So it's always advised as you're doing this one, you do the next eye so you don't miss out any step, especially if you are a beginner. Then next you go ahead and dry that concealer in before going ahead to apply your eyeshadow on the eyelid. These are the colors I'm using, and you see the way I'm applying it using a very precise eyeshadow brush. You don't want a brush that is too big, which may likely move your eyeshadow beyond the cut crease area, because this look, the eyeshadow is meant to be within the cut crease area so that the drama is noticed. If this is not achieved and is not something you're intending to create, then the purpose for which the cut crease makeup is being created will actually be defeated. So you want to make sure you're using a precise eyeshadow brush to keep the eyeshadow within the cut crease area. This way your eye look is going to come out looking beautiful and perfectly or professionally done, as the case may be. Now this is what I'm talking about, guys. So next we'll go ahead to apply her eyeliner using the Tehila black eyeliner gel. You want to be careful when doing this so that you don't smudge your makeup. Using precise angle brush, which is actually meant for my eyeliner gel, I'll be picking up the product, swash it at the back of my hands to control the amount of product I am holding on my brush. Then I'm going to apply it directly on the upper eyelid. Then I'm going to go ahead to also apply on her waterline. Next, I will go ahead to prep her natural eyelashes using the Zaron Volume Mascara. I'm going to use it to prep her natural lashes. So when I fix the false lashes, it's going to blend in together. At this point, you haven't subscribed to my channel or give this video a thumbs up, please, this is the right time to subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you. This way YouTube is going to push it to more audience. So next I'll go ahead to line her brows, and for the brows I'll be using the Davis pencil in the shade 03. You all already know I love this pencil shade so much. So you want to first of all brush her hair using a spoolie before you line her brow. And if you're always coming to watch my video, if you're a subscriber, you watch my video, you know I love to trace what my client, my model, or whoever I'm working on has naturally. I don't love to do too much. I just want the makeup looking natural and beautiful while being enhanced. Then I will go ahead to also correct it, but for some reason I didn't know that my recording wasn't on when I was concealing, so I could not film that part. I am so sorry. At this point, I was blending out the concealer work to blend it in together with the eyeshadow transition. Next, I will be smudging the under eye with this black shade from my eyeshadow palette, and I will also go in with a brown shade as well. Now, what is my eyeshadow work without some smudging? I don't know, guys. I can literally not do makeup without smudging the under eyes. I think I'm addicted at this point. It's always so beautiful, like I can't do without. So went ahead to fix her eyelashes off camera, and this is me trying to take out the setting powder I had under the eye. I'm basically just pressing it in and then going in with a powder shade that is one shade lighter than her skin. I'm going to be setting all that in. I'm also still going to go right ahead to also top up her contour, top up her blush, which have at this point kind of faded a little bit. So I'm going to top them all up before I'll go ahead to do her lip work. So for her lip work, I'm going to start off lining her lip using the same pencil I used on her brow. But at some point, I noticed that I was not really happy with the outcome. Not that it did not come out properly, but it wasn't giving me what I wanted to create. So I went in and I used my lip stain from the Imagic lip palette to also line her lips, and I had to like change the whole concept of her lips. At some point I wanted to like do a full brown shade on the lips, but looking at it from the camera I felt, oh, it was too much, probably because of the eye look. You know, cut crease makeup is kind of dramatic regardless of the eyeshadow you're using, so I had to change it and then apply some warm colors on the lips. So if you were me at this point, would you have let go and just do the whole brown shade thing, or you would have actually like, okay, apply some one color and tune it down? And I went ahead to like spray her face with the setting spray from Zikel Cosmetics, and going into with my Soopro Silid spray, I also sprayed the face again to seal the makeup for longer wear. And here's the final looks, guys. If you watched up to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscription button, give me a thumbs up, like and share this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.